talk about how to make tattoos without having a tattoo. Alright, so here's what you're going to need. Markers from a certain brand. I can't tell you which one, but I will let you guess. Here's the different types you're going to need. First, you will need thin point. Alright, thin point. I have two different types, alright? One is like mostly used, and the other one without the marking on it is brand new. Alright, so you're going to want fine point markers. Next, thin point markers. Same sort of thing. The one I scribbled on is mostly used up. You can see it's got like just a little bit of a nub left. The other one is brand new. That's for the fine point stuff. Alright, so get some fine point and super fine point markers. Also, different colors. Red, green, blue. Awesome. All fine point. And don't forget to your magic color code. The drawings on the bottom mean that these are mostly worn out. So they're a little bit, they'll only leave a little bit of a smudge, not a real bold line. I will show you why later. So let's get to work. Let's make our tattoos. Get your fine point marker, and let's say we're going to make some flames coming out of a skull or something, right? So we're just going to begin. Use your real fine tipped one, and just make the general outline of our skull, right? And we'll come back in for shading later, but just get the general outline. Maybe we'll add a crack or something in there like that. Alright, so that's the first part. Next we're going to add some flames coming out of it like this. Alright, so add some flames. If you don't know how to draw real good flames, just take a look at old hot rod pictures and you'll get the hang of it. It's going to look pretty awesome. Alright, so let's get our flames on here. Looking pretty awesome. It's all about getting that good curve at the end. If you mess up, it's alright. You probably will. Alright, so we've got our main portion there. Let's go in and get our, remember, partially used marker. The one with the smudgy part. So this is how we're going to use this. First, I'm going to scribble it on a piece of paper to really get it almost dried out. You can leave the cap off for like a day too. That'll help you get that same kind of effect. So I'm going to do it like that and get back in here, and now let's begin to use that. Get some of that fade in there. And again, use your fingers like that. Alright, so now we're going to use that same fade technique up here into the eyes. Actually, this marker is still too new. I think we need an even more empty one to get some of these shading effects here like that. Alright, so this is a Sharpie that you've left the top off of for quite a while. See how I'm doing that? So I'm getting some of that shading down here. Shading it up like that. A Sharpie tattoo will last a solid week. When you're in the shower, you shouldn't really wash it. Just try to keep it out of the water. But even if you just don't do anything to it, you'll get a good week out of it. So now we'll want to go in with our brand new super precise point marker. Really pop these edges, get them really nice and crisp and dark at the very bottoms. So now let's go up and get our shaded marker again. Really let's focus on getting some of the shading on this skull. Again, once you first put it on, use your finger. You can kind of smudge it where you want it to go. I should have left the cap off this marker for longer.